My name is J.R. Feeland with South Jordan Horse Lessons, and here with my buddy Weed today. Today we're going to talk about how do you keep your horse from diving down and eating the grass. You've already seen here in the introduction of my video, you can see my horse is eyeballing the grass. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to prevent that. And I guess probably the easiest way to do it, right, is to to not have a bad habit, you must prevent a bad habit, right? So you notice what I've done here is my reins, I am on what I'm going to call the float of the reins. I'm not pulling his reins, like I'm not doing a bunch of like this, right? Because that for me means back up. But what I am doing is I'm close to that pressure point, kind of within this kind of a distance. I've got both reins gathered. And so if the horse thinks about diving for grass, I've got his head in my hands and he can run into the wall of pressure that's his fault for diving for grass. Okay, so today I know we've got kind of a lot of objects and stuff. The kids are home from school and all that, and so they're playing in the yard, and so I thought, man, this might be just a perfect time to kind of do this video. The grass isn't super green right now or anything like that, so you guys are probably saying, well, that's not that big of a temptation, but that's okay. The principles are still the same, and you can see my horse has been tempted already a couple of times. So the key as you ride around the obstacles looking for grass is to be and keep on the float. Be aware of it, right? Now, as you set your hands here on this float, you really don't have to, do too much more than that, really, right? But it's this constant awareness of where you are and where your horse is. So as you're going down the trail, trotting, loping, or whatever, this is definitely the piece that you want to be on, as you want to be on that float to help prevent that deal. I do a lot of trail rides with people, and even my horses that do this is their regular job. They are tempted by grass, and I'm really glad that they like grass. I love that they love to eat. That helps them be healthy, right? But usually what happens is it's when a rider is doing this. They've got big old draped reins like this, and they're just kind of not letting the horse really be, they're just kind of letting the horse do whatever he pleases, right? They might even be kind of doing the, the do kind of wandering around kind of a deal. And how can a horse help but almost not try to dive for grass when that happens? So if a horse does dive for grass, even kind of beyond your float, because that's probably the next step you're probably saying is JR, I ride on the float all the time and my horse has got such a bad habit of it. If a horse does, what I would say is let's go to our yield to hinds and make the horse work. Remember back to the principle, make the right thing easy and wrong thing hard, right? So if he dives for the grass, so if he drops, you're going to slide your rein, pick his head up, and get his rear end moving. Okay, I won't make too many steps. You can tell the grass is kind of soaked, and don't want to make the wife upset by tearing up the grass too much. But the principle is sound. Make the horse work, and then he'll start to realize that, hey, every time I drop my head for grass, that's when things get hard. So as we walk around again, be on this float. Part of this is kind of a rein management thing too, right? A lot of people will say, well, is it two hands, one hand? Whatever your skill level is, right? There's different disciplines that are one-handed. There's different disciplines that are two. Two-handed is kind of the easier one to learn on, right? Because we have two hands, and so you can feel where this rein is on the float, where this other rein is on the float. But once you get into the one hand, you have to start to manage that. So you saw how I did those little micro movements like that to be on the float. Now I'm not tugging and pulling because this makes this easy. If the horse doesn't drop for grass and he stays off this. So now you almost saw how he kind of almost went down for it. But he could feel that the tension was going to start to tighten and that he was going to run into pressure. Friends, horses don't like pressure. They go away from it. And so you can see he's thinking about it, but he's going away from that pressure. Okay, I hope this helps you. If this has been a big value for you, I sure appreciate doing these videos and love doing these videos for you. If this has been a value for you, please like and subscribe, turn on notifications. My name is J.R. Phelan. I'm here with South Jordan Horse Lessons. Love to keep sending you more content. If you want more in-depth content and our access to our full lessons, go to southjordanhorselessons.com for more videos there. Hey, thanks for watching.